All right, quick little update. So I stopped at the Shell station in Barnwell, Alabama. It's just south of Fairhope. It's where I make the turn to start heading east toward the Orange Beach area. And I stopped to make some breakfast and change out of my clothes. I got tortilla with peanut butter on it for breakfast. When you're riding a bike a long way and you got to carry food, you got to take stuff that's light enough to carry. So anyway, I went inside to change in the bathroom and was talking with Ella, who is a cashier here at the Shell station at the corner in Barnwell. And she talked to me for a little bit, and she gave me my first donation from, non-friends, non-family, non-church members, which I think is awesome. It's going to help me along the way substantially, so thanks, Ella. All right, so quick update. Same gas station. Guy walks up, kind of halfway reads my sign, hands me $5, and he's like, "Hey, so I got a question for you. Do you know where I can buy, I'm not from this area, where I can buy like a bong, to smoke weed with?" And I said, "Well, I'm actually doing this ride for addiction recovery awareness, so I'd love to talk to you about it." And it turned into a really good conversation. This is pretty neat. I'm really excited about this. Got a couple donations since I've been here. Just eating breakfast. That's awesome. I'm so thankful. And yeah, see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I found this lucky horseshoe on my journey, and it's actually for a saloon, but you know what Redeeming Eden's all about. Taking this stuff back for the Lord. So this lucky horseshoe is now for the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. That's right. All right, so this is the Weeks Bay Estuary in Baldwin County, Alabama. It's 6,000 acres in size. It was established in 1986, at least the estuary laboratory. And it drains approximately 198 square miles of rivers from the Fish River and Magnolia River into Mobile Bay through a narrow opening into Mobile Bay. All right, so I'm here at Inspiration Oak Park, and it's in Baldwin County, just south and east of the Weeks Bay Estuary. And I remember this place growing up. It was a huge oak tree in this park. It started growing in 1492. And man, it was just, I don't know if it was the biggest live oak in the United States or the world or what, but the thing was huge. And about 20 years ago, somebody took a chainsaw and cut a ring all the way around it. And they tried to fix it. They put this big ICU tent up around it, and people came from all over to try and make sure that the tree would live. They had sprinklers. I remember seeing sprinklers running all through the limbs of the tree to keep it hydrated. And it finally ended up dying. And then later on, it became too dangerous to even have just the old pieces of trunk up. So they cut it down. So I'm actually standing on that stump. You can see it. It's huge. This was one huge oak tree. It was what, 500 years old? 520 years old when it was cut down? Anyway, it's more of the stuff you see on your journey on a bicycle. Actually got time to stop. All right, so I stopped down here in Magnolia Springs, which is in Baldwin County, Alabama, and I've got Tracy here who works for the postal office, and this is the last town. Go ahead and tell them about it.
It's the last town in America that has a water route. They deliver mail by river. There's Magnolia River and the Fish River. There's about 600 deliveries that get their mail on the river. And a lot of the towns, a lot of the houses, they're mailing address is Magnolia Springs, and it's on the river, but their street address is Foley.
Okay.
It's
How about
interesting.
that? That is
Yeah.
so neat. Thank you
Yep.
for the info, Tracy.
Have a good ride.
God bless you too. All right, so this is the Magnolia River, where Tracy just told us that they still have a postal route by boat. The last one in the country. 600 people get their mail on this river, the Magnolia River. How about that? All right, so it's lunchtime down here in Baldwin County, Alabama, and I have made my lunch. It's a burrito. That is refried beans, easy cheese, and hot sauce. Like I said, you gotta travel light, you gotta eat light, but this will get my protein and some calcium in, so I want to stay healthy while I'm out here. I've got Gatorade and water to drink. So, yeah, that's it for now. All right, so while I was eating, I had a lady named Kimberly that didn't want to be on video walk up, and she started telling me about her sister, Vicky, and it's essentially her nephew, Denny, passed away from active addiction. Actually, it died in her arms. And so each day I'm going to dedicate the day to someone who has passed away from addiction. So today is to Denny. I'm dedicating this ride, the miles that I pedaled today, to Denny and Vicky and his brother Scott and Kimberly. I'm praying for you guys. And so just know that that there's recovery options available, and man, God's good. God's good. I'm really starting to meet a lot of interesting people and hear interesting stories about addiction. So, all right, I'll post some more later. All right, so I just met a guy named Bama. Bama, if you're out there, throw a comment in the comments section there. He helped me out with a donation, so I'm thankful for that. And man, just meeting a lot of good people out here on the road. This is neat. I'm really enjoying this. All right, so this one's noisy. Got a lot of traffic, but this is the Intercoastal Waterway. It's made for barges and things like that to go inside the coastline so they don't have to be on the choppy seas out in the Gulf. Got a barge coming by right now. On the other side of this bridge, this is the bridge that connects Gulf Shores Island, the island that the Gulf is on, to Baldwin County. And that flag over there is at Lulu's, which is a like an eatery that Jimmy Buffett's sister, Lulu Buffett, started up here at Gulf Shores. Jimmy Buffett is from this area, and so I figured that was a little tidbit of information you guys would like to know. I'm gonna keep on pedaling. I like this fast moving. I don't have to pedal or anything. All right, so I've made it to Gulf Shores. Haven't quite made it to the beach yet, but it's a giant estuary over here to my west. And you can kind of see the hotels down there on it. That's where I'm headed. I hope to see it soon. Meet more interesting people. Talk about addiction recovery options. Redeeming Eden has made it to the Gulf of Mexico at Gulf Shores, Alabama. It is beautiful today. It's a little windy. It looks like they got a volleyball tournament going on down here. I'll have to go check that out for you guys. Alright, so I just came down here to check out this volleyball tournament that's going on behind me. And a nice older lady stopped on a three-wheel bicycle and had a little conversation with me, asking me where I was going and how neat those kitty litter panniers are. And she said that her and her husband don't have cable, so all they have is YouTube and streaming services. So she's gonna look it up, and she offered on the way back by, when I come back from Key West, offers me to stay the night there at her place, which I think is awesome. Man, I'm loving meeting people out here. I've had to turn the extrovert knob way up, but I'm really enjoying it. All right, so I just ran into a guy named Bob, or rather, he just ran into me, almost. I'm riding down the beach here, and I'm riding pretty quick. I mean, I know I got an extra 60, 65 pounds of gear than most bikers, but I'm kind of moving, and I'm passing everybody, and all of a sudden I hear somebody go, "Hey, coming up behind you." I turn around, and it's this guy on a road bike. His name's Bob. And we talked while we rode next to each other for a little ways, and he mentioned that he asked me if this was, you know, something I did often, where I was headed. I told him Key West, and he said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what about you? What's the farthest that you've gone? What's, you know, have you done any road trips?" And he said, "I did." He said, "I went from Iowa to Niagara Falls and back for my 65th birthday," which makes me feel about this big. So I thought I was complaining about my muscles and stuff hurting on this ride so far, but 65th birthday, rode 2,500 miles. Way to go, Bob. Anyway, I ended up right here in the Gulf State Park area, which is beautiful. They've even they're very biker friendly, a lot of trails and stuff, but I ended up here for their Mardi Gras celebration. So I'm gonna take some pictures of the floats and put them up in this video. Hope you guys enjoy.